In the world of British royalty, where every gesture, word, and glance is scrutinized, a seemingly offhand comment can provide a fascinating glimpse into the dynamics of the royal family. Such was the case at Princess Eugenie's wedding to Jack Brooksbank in October 2018. When Zara Tindall, daughter of Princess Anne and cousin to Prince Harry, made a remark that has since captured public imagination and sparked discussions about the changing nature of royal weddings and family relationships. The setting was St. George's Chapel in Windsor, a venue steeped in royal history and tradition. Just a few months earlier, in May 2018, the same chapel had hosted the globally watched wedding of Prince Harry to Meghan Markle. Now, as the royals gathered once again to celebrate Princess Eugenie's nuptials, an interaction between Zara Tindall and the Duke and Duchess of Sussex offered a moment of levity and insight. According to a lip reader's report published in the Mirror, Zara turned to Prince Harry and Meghan during the ceremony and quipped, "It's very quiet compared to the screaming at your wedding." This comment, both humorous and revealing, speaks volumes about the differences between the two royal weddings and the changing atmosphere within the royal family. To understand the significance of Zara's remark, it's essential to consider the context of both weddings. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's wedding was a global spectacle, watched by millions around the world. The couple's union was seen as a modernizing force for the monarchy, with Meghan's American nationality and mixed-race heritage bringing a fresh perspective to the royal family. The wedding itself was a star-studded affair, with celebrities like George and Amal Clooney, Oprah Winfrey, and the Beckhams in attendance. The atmosphere at Harry and Meghan's wedding was electric, with crowds lining the streets of Windsor and cheering enthusiastically as the couple made their way through the town in a carriage procession. The screaming Zara referred to likely alludes to the fervent public excitement that surrounded the event. In contrast, Princess Eugenie's wedding, while still a significant royal occasion, was a more subdued affair. As the daughter of Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson, Eugenie is further down the line of succession, and her wedding, while still attracting considerable attention, did not generate the same level of global interest as Harry and Meghan's. Zara Tindall's comment, therefore, highlights not just the difference in volume between the two events, but also the varying degrees of public attention and scrutiny faced by different members of the royal family. It's a reminder that even within the rarefied world of royalty, there are tiers of fame and public interest. The fact that Zara felt comfortable making such a candid remark to Harry and Meghan also offers insight into the relationships within the royal family. Zara, known for her down-to-earth nature and sense of humor, has always seemed to have a close relationship with her cousin Harry. Her willingness to tease him about his wedding suggests a level of comfort and familiarity that exists behind the formal facade often presented to the public. It's worth noting that Zara herself is somewhat removed from the intense spotlight that follows the more senior royals. As the daughter of Princess Anne, she does not carry a royal title and has carved out a successful career as an equestrian. This relative distance from the center of royal life perhaps allows her a unique perspective on the experiences of her more high-profile relatives. The reaction to Zara's comment, as reported, is equally telling. Prince Harry's response of "mine" suggests either genuine surprise at the characterization of his wedding or, more likely, a playful acknowledgement of the truth in Zara's observation. This brief exchange offers a rare glimpse of the informal, family-like interactions that occur between royals when they are relatively unguarded. However, it's important to consider the broader context in which this interaction took place. By October 2018, when Princess Eugenie's wedding occurred, there were already rumors of tensions within the royal family, particularly surrounding Harry and Meghan's relationship with the institution. The couple have faced intense media scrutiny since their relationship became public, with Meghan often subjected to racist and sexist coverage in the British press. In this light, Zara's comment about the screaming at Harry and Meghan's wedding takes on additional layers of meaning. While likely intended as a light-hearted observation, it also touches on the intense public and media attention that had become a significant challenge for the couple. The contrast between the screaming at their wedding and the relative quiet of Eugenie's nuptials might have been a welcome change for Harry and Meghan, who had expressed discomfort with the level of attention they received. The months following Princess Eugenie's wedding would see significant changes for the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. In January 2020, they announced their decision to step back as senior royals, a move that would come to be known as Megxit. This decision was, in part, attributed to the intense media scrutiny and pressure they faced. In this context, Zara's comment at Eugenie's wedding can be seen as a moment of foreshadowing. The contrast she observed between the two weddings was perhaps indicative of the broader challenges Harry and Meghan were facing as they navigated their roles within the royal family and in the public eye. It's also worth considering how Zara's comment reflects the changing nature of royal weddings themselves. Traditionally, royal weddings were formal, tightly controlled affairs, steeped in protocol and tradition. While elements of this remain, recent royal weddings have become more personalized events that reflect the individual personalities and preferences of the couples involved. Harry and Meghan's wedding, with its blend of tradition and modernity, its diverse guest list, and its palpable sense of joy and celebration, represented a new kind of royal wedding for a new generation. The screaming Zara referred to was not just about volume, but about the energy and excitement that the event generated. Eugenie's wedding, while still a grand affair, perhaps represented a return to a more traditional, understated royal celebration. The contrast between the two events highlights the ongoing evolution of the monarchy as it seeks to balance tradition with the need to remain relevant in the 21st century. Zara Tindall's role in this narrative is also significant. As a member of the royal family who lives a relatively normal life, she bridges the gap between the royal world and the everyday experiences of the British public. Her candid comment offers a relatable moment of family teasing that many can identify with, humanizing the royals in a way that formal appearances and carefully crafted statements often fail to do. Moreover, Zara's relationship with Harry has always been portrayed as close and supportive. Growing up, the two cousins were often seen together at family events, sharing a seemingly easy camaraderie. This relationship appears to have continued into adulthood, with Zara and her husband, Mike Tindall, remaining close to Harry even after his move to the United States. In this light, Zara's comment can be seen not just as a casual observation, but as a moment of connection between cousins, a shared joke about the unique experiences of royal life. It's a reminder that behind the titles and the pageantry, the royals are a family with the same complex relationships, inside jokes, and shared histories as any other. The fact that this moment was captured and reported on also speaks to the intense public interest in these family dynamics. In an era where the inner workings of the royal family are more exposed than ever before, through social media, tell-all interviews, and unprecedented media access, even small interactions like this one become subject to analysis and interpretation. This level of scrutiny is something that all members of the royal family must navigate, albeit to varying degrees. For Harry and Meghan, it ultimately became a significant factor in their decision to step back from royal duties. For others, like Zara, who maintain a lower public profile, it's perhaps easier to maintain a sense of normalcy and to speak more freely. As we reflect on this moment from Princess Eugenie's wedding, it's important to consider how the royal family has continued to evolve in the years since. The passing of Queen Elizabeth II in 2022 marked the end of an era and the beginning of a new chapter under King Charles III. The dynamics within the family continue to shift, with the spotlight now firmly on the new generation of royals. In this context, moments like Zara's comments serve as important reminders of the human element behind the royal facade. They offer glimpses of the personalities, relationships, and sense of humor that exist within this most public of families. Looking to the future, it will be interesting to see how these family dynamics continue to play out in the public eye. Will there be more candid moments like Zara's comments? How will the relationships between different members of the royal family evolve? And how will the institution itself continue to adapt to the changing expectations of the public and the media? What is clear is that the British royal family continues to fascinate and captivate people around the world. Whether it's through grand weddings, official engagements, or small, unguarded moments like Zara's quip, the royals remain a source of endless interest and discussion. In conclusion, Zara Tindall's comment about the screaming at Harry and Meghan's wedding while seemingly small, offers a wealth of insight into the complexities of royal life. It highlights the varying levels of public attention faced by different members of the family, the changing nature of royal weddings, and the personal relationships that exist behind the public personas. As the royal family continues to navigate its role in the 21st century, such moments of candor and humor serve as valuable reminders of the humanity at the heart of this historic institution.